Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 5 of our Superliga. Now first and foremost I'm just going to show you which games we're playing. We are playing 3 this episode and we start off away in Poland in Poznan. We then move on to a home game against FC Mainz from Germany, and we finish the episode in France in Montpellier against Montpellier. So a reasonably balanced episode, I guess. We're going to see all different types of European football. Should be relatively interesting, and they're not the most challenging of opponents. Now, I don't want to offend anyone, maybe Montpellier, but on FIFA, in FIFA terms, they're all about 3.5 rated. Also, I just want to tell you guys, I only wanted to sign 2 strikers. I didn't want to sign 3. I thought personally it would seem a bit pointless to sign Jovetic if I already had Cavani and I already had Lewandowski, so that's kind of why I didn't go for Jovetic. Plus I wanted to save some money for January. Also, I just want to apologise quickly for the budgie in the background making a racket. So Poznan is famous for the Poznan. In terms of players, Lewandowski is an ex-Poznan player, but also they have Rudnevs up front, the Latvian striker I do believe, who is pretty decent. But in this episode I'm just going to be showing goals, and the first goal comes courtesy of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. A lovely run on the outside and a really good finish on his left foot here. This was a lovely goal actually. I wasn't really expecting him to be able to finish like that. I was going to try and sweaty it, and then I just went for the finesse. And we go 1-0 up, and to be quite frankly honest, Poznan, were not the most challenging of opponents. I mean, look at the defending here. Lewandowski goes down the middle, Wojciech or whatever, doesn't quite get close enough, and he puts in a lovely ball in for Jack Wilshere. And maybe you wouldn't expect him to score many headers, but it is an absolutely brilliant header, just low and hard into the bottom corner, and there's not too much the keeper can do about those. It was a lovely goal, and it was good to get 2 goals early on, and when you've got the momentum you really are going to be scoring a lot of goals. Lewandowski here gets his 3rd assist of the game and plays in Edison Cavani, and some lovely work here from Cavani, just taking it past the keeper and scoring his first goal for Arsenal. A very, very nice goal to kickstart his Arsenal career, and it was a very nice goal to look at, really. I love those when they just take it past the keeper, open goal, and they just slot it in. Absolutely glorious finish here. There we go. Just a very classy goal, I guess. But before the break, we couldn't quite keep ourselves in the lead, really. Well, we could keep ourselves in the lead, but in terms of without conceding, basically. And some shocking defending there from me using Koscielny. And a bit of luck gives Wilk a easy chance just to tap it into the net, really. A very, very easy goal for Wilk, and I don't think he'll get too many easier than that. Goes for the shot immediately, bounces out, and then look at that. He's got all the time in the world to slot it into the corner. So 3-1 at half time, but we do eventually wrap it up. Again, Lewandowski with a nice assist, plays in Chamberlain. And Chamberlain, he just seems so good. I mean, that's a great finish again on his left foot, just to make it 4-1. Very nice work here though from Lewandowski, quickly turning the defender, and the keeper, you can tell when it's a silver, bronze type keeper by the way he deals with stuff like that. So 4-1 was, I guess, a score you really should be expecting when you play someone like Poznan, really. A 3.5 star team max, I think they are. I'm not too sure, not the greatest of teams, but in other results it was quite interesting. Gladbach draw 1-1, and Rapid Vienna draw with Real Zaragoza, who were top. Lewandowski gets man of the match as well. He played superbly against his former club, just kind of holding the ball up here. 3 assists, not too bad at all. And he just played very, very well. Also Cavani I was impressed with. It was a very interesting game, and as you can see, technically they had more chances than us, but we, you can tell the difference really when you're comparing the shot accuracy between top class players and your kind of silver and bronzes. So we go into the second game here against FC Mainz, and FC Mainz are a relatively good team. I only really know one of their players. Oh, just drop that. One of their former players, Andre Schürrle. Nowadays, I think Uya, if that's how you pronounce it, he's their best player on FIFA anyway. Not too sure who's their best player in real life. I'm not too clued up on FC Mainz. But we play them at home at the Emirates on a lovely night here in September, I do believe we're playing. And they're wearing a Bumblebee kit. Roman Polanski, I think, is the Polish player, playing as captain for them. And it was a really good start from us. It was our 2 Germans scoring against our German opposition. Per Mertesacker and Marco Reus did superbly there. Lovely ball in, and Reus just puts it perfectly on Mertesacker's head. And Mertesacker's only got, 66 heading, but he's so tall. If it's on his head, he's not going to miss. Look at that. A powerful header from him, absolutely superb. And it's just lovely to score goals like that, I guess. You know, you don't have to put too much work in. A very, very nice header though, just gets it spot on really, and it's nice to take a 1-0 lead early on. And his 35-minute cameo though, Mertesacker, ends with a sending off, a very, very dodgy sending off. It looks there, straightforward. It's, you know, last man mistimes it. Well, it looks like I mistime it, but I do look at the replay and we do actually win the ball. It is a very, very unfortunate one, I guess. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my chair. It's a very, very weird one. As again, look, it doesn't look too much like he's won it. But as you can see here, his leg does go through the ball. Yep, there it is. It goes through the ball. And the player still goes down. But FIFA's engine not quite perfectly coded there, I guess. And he does get sent off. So we were down to 11 men. But look at this from Raul Miyake. That's the first time I've started him. Puts in a lovely ball. And Edison Cavani gets his second goal for the club with an absolute peach. What a header that is. It doesn't get too much better than that for Edison Cavani, a player renowned for his aerial ability. Lovely work here from Miyake, I don't know how to pronounce that perfectly, I'm sorry about that. But it's a great header there from Cavani, he really does, because he just dives and beats two people, both the defender on rushing and the goalkeeper. So 2-0 at half time. It was looking pretty straightforward, but eventually our 10 men was gonna, you know, it was gonna become obvious. And nice work here from Polanski, nice work in here, and look at this, lovely ball. That's where Mertesacker should be. Well, that's where Sanya should be, but Sanya's covering Mertesacker, and Soto gets a really easy chance there, and a good finish from him as well. I've got to credit the finish. I was not expecting that good a finish from a player who I've never even heard before, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, it might be a silver, maybe a bronze. I'm not sure what his rating is, but I was not expecting that kind of lethal finish. But we do eventually wrap up the game. It was a nervy couple of minutes. But in the 87th minute, great work here from Marco Reus. Look at this, just going all the way out. Great tackle, and then he plays in a lovely ball into Theo Walcott. And Walcott, who we haven't seen too much of this series, does not... well, if he did miss one like that, he wouldn't be in this series much longer anyway. A first real kind of insight into Theo Walcott, player who I need to really use more, I guess. And we made it 3-1, so it was a very, very nice win, I guess. A relatively straightforward win, although the red card did not help, and we will lose Mertesacker for 3 games. All thanks to the FIFA engine, I guess. It was frustrating, I guess, but you've got to take it, really. If you're going diving in on the last man like that, it's always going to be a bit risky. And in terms of our other results, look at that. Lazio 5-0 over Borussia Mönchengladbach. A crazy result there. Lazio really are climbing up the table, and Marco Reus gets man of the match. A great performance from him. 2 assists, I do believe. 2 assists there for both Mertesacker and Walcott's goal, and he just really did run the show on the right-hand side of a 4-1-2-1-2. Also, Miyachi played well as well. And we are 3rd in the table here, behind Zaragoza, Blackburn, and as you can see, Lazio are in 6th and looking kind of dangerous. Palermo as well. At the bottom, though, Zurich, Odense and Feyenoord are having a tough time, but it's looking pretty solid for us at the top here. We haven't been dropping too many points. The only team we've lost to are Zaragoza, who are top, so... not too bad, but it does seem Zaragoza could be a really good contenders. Our final game is in France with against Montpellier, and of course Oliver Giroud. I don't know where Belanda's gone. I think they've sold him, but the team again, Berizzo, Nasame, there are some very good players in there, and we are playing away, so you never really know what can happen. But again, Montpellier are a team rankly underrated on FIFA in comparison to real life. They are much better in real life than they are on FIFA, and that really did show when we played them. They were just a little bit dodgy. And Park, another player who I haven't used too much, did play very, very well. Look at this lovely ball in, and that man, Edison Cavani, scoring another header. His 3rd goal for Arsenal, just doing a bit of basic counting there. His 3rd goal for Arsenal, and it's a very nice header. Great work here from Park, and again, look, the defenders at this level just seem a bit dodgy. They'll rather hold off you rather than going diving in and quite got the defensive stats. And then look at this again. Park, almost identical kind of goal. Great work from Park. Nice ball over the top, and Edison Cavani getting his 4th. His 2nd in the game, his 4th for the club. He seems to have been a wonder signing, to be quite frankly honest. He's got everything Van Persie has. He has got a very nice shot. He's got decent pace. But he's also got that added aerial ability, and he was just deadly. But then we score probably the nicest goal so far. We're just coming into half time, not much going on, and some lovely work here. Park playing a nice ball in, and Jordi Alba steps up, lovely footwork, and an absolutely glorious finish from our new left back. 14 million well spent for Jordi Alba. An absolutely wonderful goal. I mean, you don't expect your left back to be able to come up and do that, and I think it's a credit to him that he is, you know, kind of a left midfield convert almost. But just a lovely goal to make it 3-0 before the break. But it wasn't all easy street. It's just shocking defending from me, really. I go to clear it and don't realise that I'm on Vermaelen, and he just takes out Oliver Giroud, I think it is, off Al Fitani, the Tunisian player, I do believe. Some crazy legs there from Chesney. A good save from his future Arsenal teammate, but Giroud then shows him up with a pretty shocking P-roller into the bottom corner. So 3-1 it was. Until the last minute hit, a lovely bit of work from Chamberlain. I thought he'd overrun that, but he manages to get it in, and Park rounds off a superb performance. I think Park gets 3 assists. I do believe he gets 3 assists, 2 for the Cavani and 1 for Alba, and he finishes it off with a lovely header there at the back post. Great work from him. There he is, look, pops up at the back post, just finds the corner, absolutely glorious finish, and we win the game 4-1. Montpellier, I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. Giroud is our only real good player after losing Balanda, and it's tough for them because on FIFA they're not the best ranked team. Not too many great results elsewhere in the league. Blackburn I think drew maybe, but Park and Cavani kind of get joint man of the match, although I think Park deserves it. 3 assists and a goal gives Park a little bit of an edge, I guess. A good performance all round from the Arsenal team, and we go top as well. Zaragoza and Blackburn must have dropped points, and we go top, which is pretty damn nice. A very solid couple of games. So thanks guys for watching, and I want you to put in the comments, we scored some lovely goals in this episode, which one was your goal of the month, and who was your player of the month. I'm going to try and incorporate, still basically, both of Tyler's parts like that, because I think you do need a bit of cooperation in these series, and I will tally up the votes and I will tell you next episode. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys in episode 6.